Hello. Preparation complete. What's going on, chat? How we doing? How are we doing, everyone? How we doing? Me, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Just getting ready to hit this Valentine's grind more. I cleared the story. I did do that.
よっしゃい待ってたぞ欲しいものがあったら交換しちゃうからね
But,
頑張ってアイテム集めてこい
Things I need.
ウェイウェ
There's
イ
things I need to do.
ザマス走ってる
What's up, my homies? What's going on, Akari? I hope you have a great night, too. How are we doing, Art? Alright, so first things first, we gotta get some of these CEs. I've just been blowing through the story and inefficiently farming points. We gotta go beyond. We gotta go even beyond. But luckily we got Atlanta. Game's overly loud. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I have my desktop audio up all the way. That's my bad. That's better. Okay, so how we doing, everyone? Dozen, Akari, Ark. How we doing? Audio is fixed. Audio is crisp. We are good. So, now it's time to actually get those CEs we're missing, get all the other stuff we're missing, and we will be fine and dandy. Time for more of the Altar of JoJo? Yeah. Now, it wasn't that my mic was too low, it was that the game audio was way too high. Way too high. Okita just donated you a CE and you got a Valentine's Crom on Fire Emblem Heroes. Crom is a very good boy. Very good boy. Coco, what's going on? Oh, there's gonna be an amount of things we have to get through. We're definitely gonna start this stream with me attempting to catch up the point ladder, because my god, I only got like 200,000 points. And it caps at 3 mil. So we gotta catch up. We gotta catch up a little bit. I've just been so enamored by Master Duel chat that I haven't given the Valentine's event as much attention as I should be, because just building that Master Duel deck has been great. I'm going to a Magic event on Friday. It is card game week, my friends. It is card game week. You have an interesting deck for Master Duel. Nice. Also, you had a bad day. Your PTSD and depression got triggered. You were going to make a big mistake, but you're okay and happy now. What matters is that you didn't make the big mistake. You made that conscious decision. So that's very, very important. That's very important. So that shows that you've at least grown in some fashion. At least that's the way I like to think about it. You want a duel, but my Sky Striker's gonna wipe me good. And listen, people are talking about Sky Strikers. However, I have played Drytron. So please do not tell me. I could be playing Drytron. That's all I'm saying. I could be playing Drytron. But no, we're gonna try that deck. It's gonna be silly, and then after that, if we end up playing another thing, a Master Duel on stream against the chat, we'll probably just start bouncing around with theme decks and stuff like that too. It all really depends on how interested you all are. If y'all are still interested in it, I'll keep doing the videos. If not, I'll move on to something else. But I'm having a good time at Master Duel, regardless of what happens. Even just looking at Bazette's class and NP can tell you so many references. Nice. Like, Manpig came on, and Manpig was like, listen, I need to explain to you the things that are happening with Bazette. Also, finally, Bazette. So, to see Manpig super excited about it, I am stoked for what Bazette has to offer coming on JP. What kind of kit is it going to be? I have no freaking idea. But given that DW is actually trying to be interesting with the kits going forward, I'm hoping it's going to be something really, really cool. I'm always going to be something unique and different that I am going to struggle wrapping my head around at first, and then see a lot of crazy potential applications later on down the line. That is what I want out of Bizet. That's what I want out of every new 5-star character going forward. Give me something unique. Give me something different. Give me something that's not a servant where if they were released at the beginning of the game's lifespan, it's not really that different to them being released right now. You know what I mean? Like, don't give me something like a Europa. Even though Europa's a great character, the way her kit is set up, she could have been released at the beginning of the game and it would have been the exact same thing. No, give me something like a BB that had an impact on the game. Give me something like a Castoria, like a Koyanskaya of Darkness, any of that stuff. Give me something unique. Give me something interesting. Give me something different. Give me something that shakes things up, makes old characters more relevant, maybe makes new characters less relevant. I don't know. Change it. Change it. Give me different things. Give me different things. That's just all I want. The game's got competition. You gotta address that. I mean, we've got Genshin waiting in the wings. I see a lot of people playing Lost Ark. Full disclosure, I have no idea what Lost Ark is. I did not even hear about it until today. But apparently it's a cool Diablo-esque game that's also an MMO, and a lot of people are having a really good time with it. So that's super neat, and I would very much like to see how that goes and see if it's a worthy competition. Let me go ahead and extend this. There we go. Look at me not expecting to get in the double digits, but y'all are cool and y'all are showing up, so we gotta push it in the double digits. But I mean, what do you want to see out of new characters? What do you want to see, like, in terms of, or I'm not talking like from design standpoints. I'm talking about mechanics. I mean, yes, I know FGO is not like the most complicated game known to mankind. What do you want to see coming from mechanics? What would you want, like, new characters to do? How would you like old characters to work? Please go ahead and share the wisdom, chat, and let's talk about this. Like, Manon and Maclear in Legend didn't like Ku because he cheated with Mac's wife, so you're curious as to what her lines about Ku will be since she admired him as Bizet. Ooh, that's interesting. I honestly, in order for them to really pull the heartstrings of the Hollow Atraxia fanbase, I feel like Bizet is going to be, it's going to be like a Surma Yi or like a waiver situation. I really don't think Manon and Maclear is going to have as much sway as some people might want him to have. So honestly, if that gets addressed at all, Coco, I will be surprised. I will be very surprised. How to use Hessian and Lobo. Full quick support, ultimate boss slayer. Definitely focus on getting those sweet Avenger crits and working up to that NP. Let me double check one thing about Hessian Lobo. Oh god, not the Type Moon wiki. We're looking for the FGO wiki that has things like stats. Yeah, focus into that crit and cackle when you use that Noble Phantasm. I'd say crit damage is the main way you want to go with Hessian Lobo. Alright, chat. Bumping in with some suggestions. And listen, I'm actually, since I see a lot of you are starting to participate, we will make this a video. I want your suggestions. I'm going to clip your suggestions, and we're going to put them up on the channel, and the world is going to know what the FGO community wants to see from its characters mechanically going forward. So please, give me some cool stuff, and if it's super cool, I'll clip it. I'll put it up. It'll happen. It'll happen. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here coming from chat. Nathan Chaffin, what if she was able to plug suit twice? Oh, like... I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how that would work. I mean, I guess if you also use plug suit, giving yourself a total of 3 plug suits. But if we tie that to a skill, I don't really see how you could activate the skill with her not being on the field. Maybe if you could plug suit an ally, that'd be super, super cool. But on top of that, you've also got to consider, okay, I plug suit an ally, I plug suited another ally. Unless she has a lot of supportive skills, that might be an issue. So you would still end up having to bring plug suit to plug suit her out for another support. I also kind of feel like maybe that might be redundant, considering we are hitting damage ceilings in the millions just with things like Miss Crane and all that already. With Miss Crane support, with regular plug suit, with the massive percentage modifiers they've been giving these supporters. So I don't really know. I don't really know if that would actually be good for the game, in all honesty. Hot Coco says, Agravain Lancer skill makes his attacks effective against everyone due to a madness enhancement. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. But the question is, how do we balance that? How do we balance that is the question. I'm thinking maybe if they gave it like alter ego rather than full berserker, I think that would be probably okay. But on top of that, they would have to definitely do something to round that out. Either hit Agravain in the NP gain, hit Agravain in the star gain. I don't really know how you could possibly hit that off the top of my head in order to make that truly fair and balanced TM. That also is my concern. Like, there's a lot of things I would like to see. I would like to see BB be effective against everyone and crit them for infinity and stuff like that. But we do have to have some semblance of balance. It's not as important as a multiplayer game, considering you're playing against other players, but you still gotta have some semblance, so it's not like, oh, if I don't have this character, what is the point of me even playing the game? You know what I mean? Lil Dozen says they should make reflect damage buffable. Like, if they were actually able to make dots viable with Koyan Sky of Dark and others, I think there would be hope for reflect damage with buffs on Bazette. I honestly would really like to see something that does make Scapegoat a little more effective than just, oh, you are going to be my sacrificial lamb right now. So something like that, having like a sort of Mirror Force, a sort of Thorns style effect, where if your opponent attacks one of your servants, they end up taking like a bunch of detriments, and there already are servants that have abilities that make it so when enemies attack them, they get bonuses or they give the enemies detriment. Gareth, as an example, gets an attack buff when she gets attacked. So having something with that, like a reflect that you could stack on there, make them take damage while attacking Gareth, and then buffing Gareth up for more and more damage. Ooh, that would be good. That would be fantastic. So I think there's a lot of potential in that idea. I really do. I really, really do. The ability to use skills from the back line, I would love that. It would make Plug Suit obsolete. And I really don't think they have any plans of making Plug Suit obsolete, considering they released Miss Crane and did a lot of other things. That would just make Miss Crane broken. Maybe more rate ups for certain characters, like Sheba only got 2, so many characters, and they rarely get rate ups, which is sad. Or maybe move some story lock to the permanent pool. I think that has more to do with like JP Gacha law or something like that, because if they take a character that was once limited and they move them into what is now just what everyone else can get at all times, I think that ends up conflicting with some sort of law that's like, you know, a bait and switch. Like, hey, we said this character was limited, but now everyone can just get this character at all times. So you, unfortunately, are kind of screwed. It's something they can skirt around with the free servants because, I mean, they're free, so nobody's really going to care if they end up having a free copy that can show up. So that's kind of the way they skirt that. Like, this character was free in the beginning. If I missed them, it's not like I missed out on any sort of money or anything like that. But having them move to the story lock pool, I think, is just completely and utterly off the table. I don't think that's actually something they can even consider. Collector Ty says, a buff reversal skill would be cool, i.e. if an enemy procs an attack up, the skill would make that an equivalent debuff. Ooh, so are we talking like, there's a couple ways that could go. Your buff turns into the debuff that they get, so I think that would be super duper cool. Also, if they did something like, I get an attack buff, you get an equivalent defense debuff for attacking me, I think that could be super cool too. I mean, you'd have to have those characters not have something like ignore defense or anything like that, but that could be a really fun way to introduce a new mechanic. Maltrap summons Elemental Hero Captain Planet. I wish. God, I wish Elemental Heroes are better in Master Duel. I really do. Shiro mentioned using skills from the backline with extended cooldown if used. The problem then becomes one of two things. Either I now no longer want to swap this character in because I used all their skills from the back line, or I no longer, need to worry so much about my back line because everything's cooling down in the back line after all of those turns. So there's like one of those couple ways they can go. Maybe if they did something where like you can use a skill from the back line, but it is a reduced effectiveness, that might be a neat thing they could do to balance it. Very good points. Thanks, Nathan. I like to think some of my years and years of me enjoying playing video games by specifically breaking them in whatever way I possibly can has rubbed off here just a little bit. Pretender Abe no Seimei Tamir Ashia Domen. I just like that based on principle. I just think that's a great idea. Ooh, let's get some of these. Let's get some of these CEs. I need them bad. Thank you. I think I actually have to go here to get the last material I need. Let's take you. And I think this is okay right now. Let's of course do these rather than Valentine chocolates. Oh, okay, we gotta bring down to a 3rd star. Who's a good 3-star we can bring? Probably Mandricardo. Where's... No. Well, we'll bring Okada Izo. Because he's frail. What would happen if a node were 6v6 so you didn't have a backline? I kind of feel like what would specifically happen if they had 6v6 nodes. I can tell you right now what would happen if it was that. Okay, I pick Berserker Musashi as my main attacker. Neat. Okay, so I now have Castoria. So that's one. I have Castoria. I have Friend Castoria. I have Tamamo no Mai. I have Caster Gilgamesh. And I have Waver. There is my team of 6. This is, of course, just hypothetical, but they did increase Steam cost, so maybe you don't care about craft essences or something like that and are able to do this. I just hyper-load my Berserker Musashi, and I wipe out all 6 of them the very first turn. Next wave comes, I wipe out all 6 of them the very next turn. Final wave comes, boom, done, the end. I really think what would specifically happen if they extended stuff to 6v6 without break bars, because they're not going to give everyone break bars, is you would just see more of this support dogpiling on a single servant. I think it would actually be more feasible for characters to end up hitting the buff ceiling, which does exist in Fate Grand Order. There is a buff ceiling. You can hit a maximum percentage. Ark said you meant like story, like Shiba and Salieri, not like the limited ones. That would be fine. That would be fine. What about a baton pass skill? So if I'm reading this right, Akari. If I'm reading this right, Akari, because I know we already have the character switch out skill, so I assume that's not what you mean. What I'm reading when you say baton pass skill is, yo, I switch out my character for another character, but the new character retains and inherits all the buffs that the old character had. That, as a mechanic, would be fundamentally incredible, and it would make farming mixed nodes so much easier. So much easier. So I like that. I like that idea. Assuming that's what you meant. I'm thinking that's what you meant since we've already got class change. Yes, buff transferal. Good. I hit it on the head. I understood. Fantastic. Shiro, better class change mechanic in what way? Are we talking like actually make Jekyll and Hyde a usable servant? Because I would love that. I would love that. I really think that's just what they should have done from the get-go. I really do. Kami Nguyen, you're giving all your servants the Choco. I have not received the Choco. We're going to be doing a couple Chocos here on stream. But I am behind on this event because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Macho Mandalorian, have you decided which 5-star you're going to get when we get the free 5-star? My heart is already set on Tamamo. I've tried for Tamamo every single time she has popped up, just like I've tried for Mama Raiko every single time she has popped up. And I have not gotten either. So we are absolutely going for Tamamo. And as I've said many times in the past, when Fate Extra Record finally comes out, we're going to be doing a Tamamo run on the channel. I used to be a Nero fan, but as I've grown older, I've come to appreciate Tamamo more. She's aged well, like a fine wine. Oh man, most of the chat's going for Tamamo. Nice. Akari needs Waver. Waver's definitely the easy #1 pick if you don't have him. I'd be going for Waver if he didn't randomly spook me when I was summoning for Skahawk Scotty. It would have been an easy pick for Waver. Honestly, Mando, I was torn. I was torn between getting Tamamo and Zhang Yu because I love them both. But since I got Zhang Yu... Oh god. Since I got Zhang Yu on that Berserker class panel that popped up, it was super duper easy to pivot and be like, okay, now I know for sure I can get Tamamo and everything's fine. Ozzy's coming home for Katakuri. Nice, nice. Incredible rider. Absolutely incredible rider. I still use that man for single target quests to this day. If you get Waver with Castoria, you're going to scream so loud your whole building is going to wake up. I will pray for your building. I will pray for your building. Shiro's going for Saber. That is a classic choice. Classic. 1 pick Waver, 2 Tamamo, 3 Ozzy. I mean, out of the ones I've seen, I would definitely say Waver and Tamamo are top 2 in that order, just because supporters enable so many other characters. But as far as another list beyond that, it would really, I also have to look at it. I don't quite know who's all on that list off the top of my head. I know, like, Jean's there. Yeah, I know it's all, like... I don't know. I have to think. You feel like the, would you say Atalanta is better than, say, Acid Dixie? Great name, by the way. Fantastic name. Love Austin Powers. Yes. But, I would say yes for me, but solely because my Atalanta is Noble Phantasm 4. Every permanent servant, okay. I know I goofed on this something fierce, but that's alright. That's alright. Feel like the next SSR ticket... I really want Zhang Jia. I really want Zhang Jia. Taigong Wong, whatever you want to call him. I really want him. Just for aesthetic, and for like his lore and all that. When I saw it was freaking Taigong Wong that was announced, I'm like, oh, what are you doing, DW? That's such a powerhouse pick right there. I know some people won't understand it, and that's okay, but that is a very good pick for a servant. You just recently joined the game, by the way. You are on Camelot. Let me give you a tip for Camelot. So there are 2 servants you can pull when you fight some sort of gigantic gorilla, and you'll know this gigantic gorilla when he shows up in the story. So when you fight the gorilla man, you either want to bring 3-star archer Uriel, or you can look on your friends list, and there is a support character known as Super Orion. If you throw Super Orion at the giant gorilla man, first off, it's going to look like 2 gorillas are fist fighting, but also you will have a much easier time with that fight. So that is my advice to you, new player. Throw the gorilla at the gorilla. And the story only gets better after Camelot. Camelot's really where it starts ramping up. A lot of people consider Babylonia one of the best arcs. There's some stuff that bounces around in the Epic of Remnant section. It's kind of like a midway point, but there's some neat stuff in there. But then when you finally get to Lost Spell after that, oh, Lost Spell just gets better and better and better and better. It's a step up in terms of story. Ozzy, enjoy your base. Ozzy's great. Ozzy, even if he wasn't voiced by Dio, Ozzy is just an incredible character. See red, click red? Yes. How about the pillar the second time around? Are we talking about Solomon here? Please elaborate so I can understand what you mean. Digging the continuity of sentient plushies we have in terms of Valentine scenes. Zerker, Ku, V, and Apollo. Ooh. I do like Apollo. I like Apollo a lot. That's part of the reason I'm sinking stuff into Paris. Oh, you've already watched the Camelot movie beforehand? Okay, then you know what's gonna happen. You know understands. You understand. Let's do that. Oh, Amon Ra? Yeah, that's a fun fight. I mean, you can just throw, really, he's got some weird attributes. He's got some weird attributes thinking about it. He's kind of, sort of, technically a rider. And you probably want to throw a cavalry class on him. So I would definitely try to take an Ozymandias. That could be silly. Jingku is actually a really weird pick that's really, really good against him. Just because he has the king trait. So you can actually go ahead and get some neat extra budget damage if you've sunk anything into Jingku. I wish I had known that at the time. I would have sunk more into Jingku. Am I the only one who thinks of Masha's daughter you generally felt upon knowing her limited lifespan? I think for most people Masha's waifu. Masha's like quote-unquote canon waifu. But that's because there's like another character that's more commonly seen as Masha's father. I don't think anyone could be sad if they got spooked by Dioscuri. Absolutely not. I'd be happy if I got spooked by Dioscuri. Just, unfortunately, I can't prioritize them at this moment in time. Gotta get Odysseus! The man makes me hum the Gundam theme. Geronimo, thanks for the hype. I think they literally wrote this. They literally wrote this man's name for All Muscle. They literally wrote that for All Muscle. I refuse to believe otherwise. Okay. How are we looking? How are we looking on these mats? Ooh, summon ticket. You know, we're gonna use that on stream chat. Let's use that right now. And yes, we'll do it on this. I would love to get a 5-star Mave. I would love to get a 5-star Mave. I need Dioscuri. They're technically an Avenger, and as an Avenger collector, it's a duty. Reasonable. Reasonable decision to come to. Yeah, Atalanta gets nutty when you invest more in her. What part of the story am I in? I am caught up on the most recent chapter of the story. I've been playing since this came out on NA. Should I go for a Reshkagal or say Shonagon? Both my heart as well as my personal meta ideals will say a Reshkagal. I really do think Reshkagal. Amogus. Amogus. Alright, please, I request all of the point bonuses. Thank you. Piping hot steak? Y'all are making me jelly. Last time I had a steak was when we all went to Joe's Crab Shack, and yes, I know, listen, I know, I ordered a steak at Joe's Crab Shack. However, in my defense, I initially ordered something that made it so I wouldn't be able to use the coupon I brought with me, so I panicked and ordered the thing that would qualify me for the coupon that my eyes met first, and that was a steak. So yes, I'm sorry I did not order seafood at Joe's Crab Shack. That was because I panicked. In my defense, that's perfectly valid. Aresh is so good, but Roma is coming. Roma is coming. Yes, support all your local restaurants. Support all your local restaurants. Believe me, I went there because I had a coupon. Coupons are a big motivator when it comes to deciding where I eat. I do agree, Dozen, that Aresh is best friend face. I agree. I have a feeling Scotty will be replaced by a new and improved quick support for the 7th anniversary. It's highly possible. It's highly, highly possible. I know there's potential issues with power creep, but I wouldn't put it past DW to release a brand new quick support. I really wouldn't. Not at all. I mean, they kind of did it with Castoria instead of buffing Tamamo. They kind of did it with Koyanskaya instead of changing Merlin. But I honestly would like to see kind of what they did with Koyanskaya and Merlin. Like, Merlin's not irrelevant. Merlin is incredible if you're fighting bosses. Merlin is an easy pick if you're fighting bosses. But Koyanskaya is easy pick if you're farming. So I guess I'd like to see something like that. Not like with what happened with Tamamo and Castoria, where, oh, you can bring a Tamamo, I guess, but you're gonna use Castoria for farming and bosses. No, Van Gogh did not replace Scotty. Not even close. Van Gogh's great. Van Gogh's super neat. But when it comes to like, hey, there's a C. Nice. Nice. Mysterious Alter Lambda, is she going to be good with Castoria? You really dig the penguin design. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. She's going to be very good with Castoria. Also, level up her skills as soon as possible, as much as you can, because she's one of the few characters who can have her buffs overlap. Her art buffs based on how the cooldowns work and how long they last, they can overlap. So you can do some crazy, crazy stuff. As someone without Foreigner, who would you suggest? Let me open this up. Out of who's available right now, definitely Yang Guifei. Definitely Yang Guifei. Van Gogh's a nice pick, but not nearly as good as Yang Guifei. When it comes to a damage against all enemies Foreigner, if you're looking for one of those, definitely Koyanskaya Darkness. So Yang Guifei or Koyanskaya Darkness. Though, reminder, we are eventually getting a freebie Foreigner. Not this year, but we are eventually getting a freebie Foreigner. Can I loop with Zhuge Liang and Scotty? You'll probably need a Paracelsus von Hohenheim and Plug Suit. But if you've invested enough in skills, I think you can do it. It will require some heavy, heavy investment in skills. But it's possible. As well as, like, possibly some extra NP levels. So I'd bring whichever servant you have has the strongest NP levels. But you'll need Hohenheim's third skill for sure to get the NP refund. And Zhuge Liang and Skahawk Scotty should be able to pick up some of the slack. But you'll need heavy skill investment, you'll need Hohenheim, and you'll need to use that skill and sub him out. So you'll need Plug Suit on top of that. There's a lot going on. You've had 2 Cs drop on stream that you've seen, but you can't get one to save my life. I honestly forgot I had one drop on stream last time. I guess that does make 2. If it makes you feel better, I really wanted one summer from the CCC rerun. I had one max and I wanted another one, but I wasn't able to get one drop from that. Even though I grinded that event into the dust. Okay, let's shuffle this. That's better. That's what I'm looking for. Man, these original Mr. Codes chat, they take so long. They take so long to level up. I do quite enjoy how Spartacus is basically the final boss of Valentine's. Not receiving chocolate is oppression. Ooh, get it. Come on, finish it. Damn, it's okay. Oh, for those of you on Twitch chat, I did recently add some more freebie emotes from the Discord server, so those should be in there. I uploaded them right before the stream began, so feel free to go ahead and use those. Those should just be freebie follower emotes. I do got, like, emotes you unlock based on, like, bits and subscribing and stuff like that. But there are freebie emotes in there for Twitch now. There's the command code. Yeah, there's the bat. There's the bat. I just like it because it references Osakabe Hime. It's really not a good command code at all. I'll probably just put it on Osakabe Hime for flavor. Alright, where are we on the ladder? We'll get to a million. We'll get to a million. And then we'll start opening some Valentines. But let's get to a million first. Gotta play some catch up. Please, Blizzard, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, make this hit. Make this hit well. Oh, did my chat just borked itself? Hang on. I wondered why it didn't look like chat was updating, and it was because my multi-stream chat kind of exploded itself. And then like 70 messages came in at once. So give me just 1 second. If there is a message backlog, chat, I do apologize. I'm going to be hopping in there and I'm going to be going through them right now. Just give me 1 second. There they are, there they are. I heard the idol event with the freebie foreigner you're speaking of is the most draining farm in the game thus far. Yeah, it's kind of insane. There's really a lot of stuff that you need to... There's a lot of stuff you need to get in that. After FGO story ends, I hope we get an open world Fate game. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I'm assuming something like Genshin, like a Genshin style. Forgive me if people think I'm giving like too much. Genshin is just basically like the industry standard, so I absolutely have to refer to it. But yeah, I think something like that would be super, super cool. I've been enjoying Genshin for, like, the time I've been playing it. Like I said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently distracted me, but whenever I do go back to it, I have fun. I legitimately have fun. Does the feeling of the sense of progress in this game ever go away? It depends on what you tie progress to. I know some people have worked on upping their servants, and they kind of get to a point where, their servants are sort of maxed out and they don't really have a lot to do or that they necessarily want to do in terms of skills, and that can slow it down. But if you're looking at stuff like unlocking characters for the story, if you're looking into stuff like learning new stories, farming events, all of that stuff, then the game mostly has times where you're going to keep going and you're going to be able to keep doing that. There are some issues of like dead time that are especially going to be coming up, and a lot of that's like attributed to the pandemic. But honestly, it's mostly been I've logged in and I found something. But if you're ever feeling burnt out, just take a break. Don't feel obligated. Oh, 50,000 more points. Oh, thank you. I need those lamps. I need those lamps bad. Oh, I need those lamps bad. I need caffeine bad. So as a newer player, the information can be overwhelming. When considering to be efficient, I feel like you should almost have some kind of planner to not get lost in what you need to do and manage. So as a newer player, I would definitely recommend that you first focus on getting yourself one nice solid team ready and good to go. Give yourself one good solid team that can help you clear most content. And then after that, you can start branching out and working on other characters. This has been like the same thing I learned from when I went back to Genshin and was trying to catch up, and honestly, a lot of the logic applies to Fate Grand Order as well. Focus on leveling supporters first because they're going to enable a lot of your other teammates. After you've got a decent bit of leveled supporters, you can go ahead and start focusing on damage dealers, other characters that can help you push through and progress. And then you just start slowly branching your team out from there. If you try to level absolutely everybody from the beginning, you're not going to have enough resources and get frustrated, and you're also just going to feel completely and utterly overwhelmed, like you're saying. So just go ahead, take it piecemeal, and you should be alright. Should be alright. It's healthy to take breaks from mobile games. It's healthy to take breaks from any game, honestly. I'm like a Civilization nut, and I still need to take long breaks from that game sometimes just because it's all... I've been in this for too much. What day is it? You can't get your Da Vinci to loop. What are your skills at? Because if I was a betting man, they're not 10, 10, 10. Oh, that's so frustrating. At least we had the chain. At least we had the chain. That's good. Da Vinci doesn't need all 10s to loop, says Maltrap, but you do need higher NP levels at times. Also, what is your supporters you're playing with Da Vinci? What are their NP levels? That can be equally important. I actually haven't. We're actually gonna do some Valentine stuff right here. We'll go ahead and see who decides to visit. Oh my god, is that another CE drop? Oh my god, it is! That's the third CE drop on stream, and I haven't even broken 700,000 on the point ladder. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this summon, I guess, and then we'll go and do the Valentine's event. Why can't this luck go in the gacha? Why is this all gotta go to C's? You know, we'll shoot this at Oskabehemoths. We'll shoot this at Oskabehemoths. NP3 Oskabehemoth, go. No. That's not that bad. It is the Charlotte Corday one. Alright, fine, chat. We'll take all bets. We'll take all bets. Who's giving us chocolate? Aiden says, Ayo, I'm new to the game, so I'm wondering how you have that much AP to farm that many mats. Because I am master level 144. The AP's like all tied to your level. So just play more, and you will get higher AP. And yeah, you can get C's from the quests. For most farming events, Aiden, they'll put 4 CEs in the shop. But if you want to max limit break it, you have to farm for the last one. That's usually the modus operandi here. Alright, let's see who we get chocolate from. Taking bets. Who's there? Let's see. Oh, y'all mentioned a Rin face, and there she is. We'll take this just because I'm playing a lot of Pokemon. Wild evil goddess Ishtar appeared. I already apologized for the race, so it doesn't count anymore. Oh my gosh. I might be the goddess of Venus, but I don't want anything to do with any sci-fi crap like tentacles or space octopuses. Someone knew what they were doing when they wrote that line. So now we gotta give chocolate, or get chocolate. Oh, this was, this is from the last Valentine's event. This is Semiramis's Weird Castle. Did you miss Orion's chocolate? No, this is the first one. And I mean, oh, I see what you're doing there, Shiro! You're never gonna let me let go of the fact that I did not pull Super Orion. I tried so hard. Ishtar, I came here specifically for chocolate. I've given you plenty of tribute. Now it's my turn. She forgot it was Valentine's. But I do have something to cover my ass. How would it look if the goddess of freaking beauty forgot about Valentine's? What do you give me, Ishtar? What do you give me, Ishtar? I get nothing. Who was the you-know-who she was referring to? Who was the you-know-who she was referring to, chat? The you-know-who with the tentacles and all that. It's okay, Shiro. It's okay. I'm just slightly salty about that. I'm slightly salty. Alright, what am I getting? Oh, I get a ride on the scooter. I get a ride on the scooter and I get to fly around the world. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Oh, do we got stuff from France? Ishtar's Arc de Triomphe rice cakes. Pardon? Valentine's chocolate from Ishtar Rider. Great, because it sounds like a martial arts move. It appears that one of the tourist spots she visited during the summer race, she came across some snacks she liked. Ishtar used those snacks as inspiration when making this gift. There are 3 flavors. The red rice cake is spicy. The caramel-flavored rice cake packs a punch of sweetness, and the cool mint reminds you of summer. Her plan is that the 2 of you get to share these, but let's see how that goes. She gon' eat them all. Rider Ishtar's Valentine is a message that shows what happens to simps. Oh, should we do the challenge quest? It's what? It's Waver and... It's Waver and Say, right? So if it's Waver and Say... And yes, that team was called Bone and Forest. That's my solo setup. That's my comma solo setup. That's my 3-turn farm. We'll murder the comma solo setup. Okay, we'll use Parvati as Maltrap suggested. Parvati will be fun, especially since my Parvati is NP4. Signal RF 5. Ooh, thanks for answering my questions and making good FGO videos with the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. You get to be the first recipient of the Martha gift for super chat. Breaking down them barriers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Maltrap redeemed 1,000 for a random fact. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't have Space Ishtar. I don't. I tried for her, but I unfortunately did not get her. Random facts. Did you know, chat, that the Three Kingdoms period, yes, I'm giving you another Three Kingdoms War of China fact, I'm sorry, but you have to deal with it. Did you know that in the Three Kingdoms period was one of the deadliest periods of China's history? And during the Han Empire, China boasted a population of 54 million people, but during the Jin Empire, the population fell to 16 million due to the fighting and internal displacement. However, despite all of this, innovation thrived during the Three Kingdoms period. This during the period when gunpowder was invented for weaponry, irrigation systems were updated, mostly thanks to Cao Cao, and shipbuilding also increased to meet demands from the growing trade route known as the Silk Road. There's your random fact. There's your random fact, chat. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh, what do I want to give you? What do I want to give you? Probably Sumo. I'm going with Sumo. Since that's going to give us that sweet 10k attack, my dudes. And then we need our caster. So, Scott Scotty. And we're going to give her 2030. We're going to do a Scott Scotty with 2030 for this challenge quest. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure Waver has more. Pretty sure Waver has... No, Say has more break bars than Waver. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in Sherlock Holmes. Mainly for that sweet, sweet additional layer of support. Ships got upgraded if they bared witness to Chirby. Yeah, Chirby was... Ugh. That is the moment where they started thinking Zhuge Liang was a wizard. Even though the man just had a rudimentary knowledge of meteorology. Where is my other 2030? Random facts. Ketz had a sibling called Zolotl, a dog god, doggo servant Wen. Kukulane is right there. Kukulane is right here. Oh no. No. I went too far south. I went too far south. There's one of my 2030s. We can't prove he wasn't a wizard. We cannot. We cannot. Alright, and then we are going to do for another, since... I'm trying to think. I'm thinking and thonking here, chat. We're going to go ahead and pop in... I'm going to go ahead and pop in Inshun. Just because we're going to start getting down to the wire here. I quite like his rightful place as a nice budget CE on him. And then finally, for the back line, just to make Musaki angry. Oh no, we can't do his rightful place. It's too much. It's too much. What we can do... Dragon's Meridian, my dudes. There we go. Alright. You recommend Kagatora? I would run Kagatora. Listen, I know. I've seen the things on Twitter. Kagatora is super great. However, I don't have an art supporter. And that's the problem. So we'll try with Parvati first and foremost. And then if that doesn't work, we'll do a more generalized support list and try Kagatora. So I do have Kagatora at NP5. Not 20 minutes after stating you hadn't gotten any CE drops, you've gotten 2. Mando, you just had to complain. That is all you had to do. You just had to complain. That is the way to do it. Ya boy, great tactician. The force is very strong with you. Alright, so we are going to hope against hope that this charms this man. I don't have Tamamo, no. I don't. She's the one I'm getting with my 5-star ticket. The force is indeed strong with you. Alright, and we are actually going to... No, we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry. It's fine right now. It's fine. It's fine, chat. Apologies if this is too loud. This is a very loud Noble Phantasm. Now, Chad, I am warning you, this is not going to be like a super, ultra, hyper pro, Toho Sniper, freaking Honako Green run. It's just going to be me solidly attempting to do my best. Oh, don't you dare. Alright, we're gonna definitely get this break off first. Base choice. I mean, I love Parvati's great. Oh, please. Break. Break. Ah! Ah! Dumb. Stupid and dumb. Maybe we'll break waiver with this. Or should I? I'm trying to rationalize in my head if I should use this invincibility here, because pretty sure waiver charges when he gets broken. You know, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. Is that the bare minimum Say's getting broken? Lacey, what's up? We are doing the challenge quest with Parvati. Speedwagon most powerful waifu. I did post on Twitter yesterday, chat, that I was upset because yesterday is the anniversary of Jonathan Joestar's death. So please pour one out for the first JoJo. Please pour one out for the first JoJo. Thank you. Well, this is gonna end poorly. You do have to give Say some respect because you never expect to see a servant that looks like a unicorn threw up on their clothes. She's fancy. This is gonna be unfortunate. My supporters got VTubered to death. Okay, used Lelouch, Merlin, and Asclepius, but you were lucky. Ooh, let's feed these. Let's feed these. And that's Baritsu. Kagatora and friend Heracles. Waiver makes it quite hard. This waiver. This is how waiver should be. Yeah, it's not over yet. I will say for this one, I have no qualms about command sealing. I'll command seal, chat. I don't give a damn. Alright, we'll seal that. Unfortunately, we can't. We'll try sealing that again. Unfortunately, we can't. But we'll get that defense down. Fine, we'll just drain everyone's charge. Thank you. Asclepius was solely for the waiver. Did the CQ with Say for the extra boost, but still to use command seals? There is no shame in using command seals. Command seals exist to be used. Well, if I've got chat's endorsement. I used to, for a while, chat, when I was making those challenge quest videos, I used to spend, like, far too long about it, because I'm like, I gotta do this without doing command seals for the chat. I really gotta do this without using command seals for the chat. But then over time, I just realized chat does not care. Chat is fine with it. So I'm just gonna use the command seals, and it's okay. Chat just happens to be super cool and doesn't care if I use the command seals, so we won't worry about it. Yeah, if this was just a 3 break bar save, we'd be already done. Okay, think, thonk. We do this. And Merlin's here! What's up, Merlin? Just so you know too, Merlin, much like Discord, I gave the Twitch chat some new emotes. From Discord, but everyone's got free emotes now. Maltribe, you're stuck in a Tri-Brigade mirror match. Send help. I don't know what to tell you. That sounds awful. That sounds horrendous. Maltribe redeeming a random fact. Did you just save up all of your random facts for this stream? You will accept this dishonor, Merlin. You have too many points. Okay, so did you know that cows moo in accents specific to their region? Cows do have different dialects. Also, we got another random fact, so I'm going to give you another random fact from African Overland Tours, and this one's not going to be so nice. Sloths will sometimes mistake their own arms for tree branches, unfortunately causing them to fall to their death. So a sloth will be moving, and it'll be like, oh, look at that branch, and it'll grab its own arm. And there it goes. Goodbye. See you later. Now you know. I've told you all this uncomfortable truth about sloths. Silly sloths. I don't know if just silly is the right word for an egg. Okay, Inshun, I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to be like a sacrificial lamb here. Silly sloths, poor sloths. The duality of man existing right there in Twitch chat. When you're 90% towards finishing the CQ and suddenly die, the command seals make it hurt less. Especially when you're just like one hit away from finishing the CQ, and then they wipe your whole party. At that point, you're just too angry. It's the too angry to die meme. Okay, you're all gonna get trained. Perfect. And then we're actually gonna do this. Here's another break. Party time. Charge gain, ignore invincible. Wait, raise the roof. It's an act of God that sloths haven't gone extinct yet, and it's an act of man that koalas are still alive. Koalas, by all accounts, should be very, very dead. We only keep them alive because we think they're cute. Oh boy, oh boy, okay. I'm thinking here, chat. Here, we're gonna recover 100 HP. Koalas do live on a diet that does more harm to their bodies than it does to good. Yes, they are actively destroying themselves. And they are here. This, since I died, chat, this extra random fact is for free. This extra random fact is for free just because I died. If you take eucalyptus leaves, and you pull them off of a branch, and you set them on a plate in front of a koala, it would starve to death because it does not register in that thing's brain that those eucalyptus leaves are eucalyptus leaves. So it just doesn't eat them and it dies. It just doesn't eat them. So there, that one's for free, chat. Okay, I am gonna use one Skyhawk Scotty. Actually, no. No, I'm not. We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna bank 2 of these. We're gonna bank 2 of these. This next turn's gonna be a doozy. Okay, and we are gonna... Which overcharge effect do I want more? Increase NP gauge for all allies. That's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one. The damage cut's not nearly as important. Koalas are really that dumb. Yeah. Yeah, Nero, you cannot pity the koala in any way, shape, or form. And yes, Coco, if Sid mistook his arm for a branch, he would have died, and Ice Age would have been a solo film. Absolutely. Okay, we got some nice NP charge off of that. Please evade. Please evade. For the love of God. Please let the evade work. Did you just take my crit stars waiver? You just took my crit stars. You bastard. Random animal facts are going to be your doom. The animal kingdom is scary, Nero. The animal kingdom is absolutely horrifying. In Burma, they have this practice where hunters perform a slicing motion with a knife while a monkey watches and who drops the knife. No, stop, stop, cease. And Eric has arrived in the YouTube chat. He simply lost track of time. It's okay. It is okay. We are all good. You're just missing the random animal facts where I let people know how stupid koalas are. Listen, listen, YouTube chat. Are you all just saying Gareth is great because you saw Eric enter the chat? Is that the only reason y'all are saying Eric is great? Managed to 3-turn it with Achilles. Maybe I should have done that. No, Maltrab wanted me to use Parvati. So that's what we're doing. How many more dodges do you have? 2 left. We're gonna eat these dodges. You have an animal fact. Tell me your animal fact. Are you gonna get an animal fact from one of the mods? Oh, you use Sweet Crystal? Well, I forgot. Take that. They know better to talk shit on Gareth with you here, you'll just ban them. Says you all having fun, and I'm like, I told you already, say no. Waivers the whole fight, Say's just there for the sake of it. I'm starting to realize that. I should have just brought Achilles. I should have just brought my level 100, 10, 10, 10. Alright, so Twitch chat can see this. Eric's animal fact is moose can dive up to 20 feet down in lakes, rivers, and oceans to eat plants on the sea floor, and they can hold their breath for up to 1 minute. Yes, moose can dive. If you weren't horrified already. You're gonna be horrified now. That ironically means that orca whales are the biggest natural predator of the moose. The natural predator of the moose is the orca whale. We all learned something today, chat. Moose are insane. Moose are OP. Moose are OP. When I played Dragon Age, I used the moose as a mount because I assumed nothing was going to mess with me. Meese? Meese. I know Stantler's like the deer Pokemon. I don't think we have a moose Pokemon in Ruby Chat. I don't think we have a moose Pokemon. I really hate to do this. I really hate to do this, but we need this dodge. We need this dodge. Natural predator of humans are humans? Yeah. Those opposable thumbs. And that wrinkly brain. We need to stop orcas or they will end Canada. Orca whales are slowly eating Canada, bit by bit. I love how the entire chat has just become animal facts. Did you know that 50% of orangutan bones are fractured throughout their life due to falling in trees? What? No, my boys. That's my favorite animal. Look how they massacred my boys. Okay, we are going to do this, I assume. Yeah, that works. I'm so glad I opened that random animal fact page. Cat's dropping some bangers as a result. Misai! I just saw her and said Misai. That should just be the standard plural for everything, just like octopi. I thought humans' natural enemy was Twitter. No, I coexist with Twitter just fine. There's some eagles that are strong enough to snatch a full-grown monkey from trees and eat them. Listen, there's reasons I don't let my cats go outside, and one of them is the very legitimate fear of a hawk coming down and taking one of them. No, they live inside. I have this roof specifically so a hawk does not carry them off. Okay, listen, we're gonna do this. And this is actually a big brain play, because I would like to be able to dodge this next thing. Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back to this. We're back to this. Owls have the slowest fly speed of any avian creature. You think they'd be faster? Okay, we're gonna do this. Another Burma monkey fact. Hunters place bananas, and I'll wait until Scotty Phantasm is done. We're gonna keep reading these animal facts. Hunters place bananas in small holes and watch monkeys try to get it out. But they can't because they don't know how to turn the banana to pull it out, and they get knocked out by the hunter. This is why we are the apex. Chickens and ostriches are the closest modern relatives to the T-Rexes. An ostrich can just kick you in the chest and kill you immediately. Bears are extremely deadly, and they run extremely quick and even more, and they will climb trees or whatever you climb on. Bears will kill you, even though some of them look so rotund and friend-shaped. Did you know elephants are the only other animal besides humans to have rituals for death? That's sad. That's upsetting. And yes, my wife and I have 4 cats. We have Patches, who's the youngest, and ironically the first cat we ever got. We have... no, he's the second youngest. Patches is the second youngest. He's ironically the first cat we ever got. We got him from a shelter. We have Kit Kat, who is a weird goblin mishmash of cats. And we were actually paid money to take her in a parking lot. This woman, she wanted to help the cat out because her son's girlfriend had these dogs, and the dogs would always, like, beat up the cat. And she's got, like, a messed up eye now because of it and all kinds of stuff like that. But she's happy and content and sleeps a lot here, so she's fine. She's good to go. So we got Kit Kat. She's the second oldest. We have Baby Grandma, who's the oldest, and she's basically my cat because she sits with me all the time and loves me. She was emaciated and chased down my wife's car. She was like 1 pound, and they basically told us to take her home to die. But she has been living with us for like 3 years now, so she's good. She is 100% deaf as well. She can't hear anything, so you can sneak up on her very, very easily. And that's why she tries to stay away from the rest of the cats. And finally, there's Banjo, who my wife found on the side of the highway. We tried to find his owner, but his chip was never registered, and no one made an attempt to try and claim him on, like, pet Facebook groups, so we just own him now. And he is the youngest cat. He was, like, 4 months old when she found him on the side of the highway. Holy shit, free cat suite. All of our cats, actually, are basically free cats. All of our cats are basically free cats. Kit Kat, we technically got $20 for having her. So, yeah. Your score went from 7 to 10 to 10 to 10 because he loves cats. Actually, I used to be incredibly allergic to cats. But when I started dating my wife and I moved in with her and her family, it was like, you just got to deal with cats now because you live here. So my body just freaking got over it, and I'm no longer allergic to cats. But yeah, I love my cats. They're great. I love your cats implicitly. You used to be the I think you met Patches and Kit Kat, but you haven't met the other cats. You need to come meet the cats. A group of kittens is called a Kindle. Interesting. Okay, do we have dodges still? Are you done with this? Are you done with your facade, say, your belief that you were going to win this battle? Maltrap, I got 5 free cats at once 20 years ago. Damn. A group of humans is called an infestation. Ooh, animal fact from Egg. Gila monsters are the only venomous lizards native to the United States. And another thing from Macho, he talked about how owls have the slowest fly speed of any avian creature, so the fact that they deliver mail in Harry Potter's animal cruelty. Damn. Cure for allergies, just stop being allergic, lol. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, your body, Nero understands, your body just kind of, when you're around them for so much, it just, like, accepts that this is your environment, and it just gets over it. Human body is amazingly adaptable. You have not, Eric, especially not Banjo, since Banjo's, like, very recent. We haven't even had Banjo for a year. But yeah, Baby Grandma just chased down a car and refused to die. Leah opened the door, and Baby Grandma hopped in and was like, look, you're taking me, and there's nothing you can do about it. It was nice, though, the vet hospital that we took them to, some lady was asking her about, like, why is your cat like that, etc., etc. So Leah explained the whole situation to her, and the lady, like, paid half the vet bill for us to take care of her, to, like, get all of her shots and get her food that was basically lard and stuff like that. So nice. Makes me happy. Makes me happy when people are cool like that. Did you see the new Lightyear trailer that dropped today? I did not. I did not. But I saw the new poster, and it continues the trend of Chris Evans walking menacingly towards things. So that I'm all about. Hummingbirds are the only bird that can fly backwards. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, can we get this? Can we get this? Is this going to be the end? Is this going to be the end per se? And this is why we grail Inshun, boys! Thank you. Based rando. Based rando. Did you see the new Ramza, Agrias, and Delida figures? I want them all, damn it! I want them all. They're so good. They're so good. I want all of those figures. I love Tactics so freaking much. So freaking much. Ah, they look so good. They look so good. I gotta show you them, chat. I gotta show you them. I gotta show you these. Blaze King, how has ranked been in Master Duel? I faced Drytron for the first time yesterday. That was awful. I don't know why that's allowed, but it's a thing that exists. Okay, listen, chat. I put these up on Twitter, but we gotta look at them. Where did I put those? Where did I put those? Where are my retweets? Damn it. Okay, here they are. Here they are. Not this. Where's my webpage? That's from forever ago. Okay, cool. Cool. Look at these, chat. Look at these. They're like $90 a piece, but I don't care. Look at these. Look at these. Yes, I went back to my page to see how chat's doing. But look at these. Look at these. They're sold through Square Enix specifically. They're up for pre-order at Big Bag Toy Store. They're $95.99 a piece. Look. 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 They're so good. They're so good. I love them so much. There we go. We got to see that. They're so good. They're so good. I love them so much. That's what I said about the new Murasaki figure that was released. Yeah. Yeah, that one's super good too. Random fact, Final Fantasy Tactics was Game of Thrones writing at its peak before Game of Thrones was Game of Thrones. That is my random fact for you. It literally was. That and Tactics over. Dixie asks, why is Drytron a very OP deck? Drytron is the best deck in the game right now. Drytron is the absolute best deck in the game. And I am going for 3,000 bungle points or whatever we want to call them. Eventually. I probably won't get all 3,000 tonight, but tell that to Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade's up there, but Drytron is just next level. I did play Tactics Ogre. I did. I've yet to lose to Drytron. I've yet to win to Drytron. But then again, I am playing Sky Strikers, so that might be why. Also, favorite class from Tactics Ogre, always Necromancer. Always Necromancer in pretty much all media. Necromancer's the way to go. Final Fantasy Tactics is as close as Final Fantasy will get to being a Shakespearean tragedy. Possibly. I mean, Final Fantasy XIV kind of had a lot of stuff going on. I feel like Final Fantasy XIV is the closest to Tactics that Final Fantasy has been in a very, very long time. Especially Shadowbringers and Endwalker. That was like, I felt things, chat. I felt so many things during Shadowbringers and Endwalker. So maybe 16 will also go to capture that magic. Maybe 16 will bring us back to that. They also just need to remake Tactics again. That'd be fine. That'd be very fine. Make it so I can legally play War of the Lions on something else other than an iPhone. At least release War of the Lions on Steam. At least give me that. And yeah, I use Sky Striker. Sky Striker, just because I wanted to play the robot anime girls deck. It really had nothing to do with the deck's strategy. You finished Tactics and Radiant Dawn on the same day. Based AF Akari. Two incredible games. Ike, favorite Fire Emblem protagonist. Period. Ike is the man. Like, Byleth who? Korone who? Nah, Ike. Aqueen played Tactics Ogre with a whole party of all the different dragons and a dragon tamer. That's thematic as hell, if nothing else. You gotta get into it for the anime waifus. Plus, like, I am gonna be uploading, probably this weekend, I'm thinking. But I have, a couple of matches I saved, which were, like, the matches where I decided I was going to main Sky Strikers in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's not, obviously not going to have, like, commentary, because they were just matches I was playing by myself. I'll do, like, probably a little intro in the beginning. But they were really neat matches with a lot of interaction. I had a couple of misplays, but, like, just the way the deck flowed in those matches cemented, like, no, this is the deck I will play. I will play this deck, damn it. So I'm excited to upload those. You gotta build Sky Striker in real life. Oh, good luck. Good luck. I've seen the prices on some of those cards. Oh. Here's hoping for tomorrow's Direct. I will be watching tomorrow's Direct and uploading, like, the video, like, the reaction stuff. But the actual Direct itself, I'm not gonna be able to stream solely because it starts the second I leave work. Like, the second I hop on the highway, the Direct starts. But I will do the thing I did for last Direct, like 2 Directs ago, where I get home and my wife just queues up the Direct for me, and it's like, okay, go. Okay, go. 2 Sky Striker Engage in 1 box? Dope. Final Fantasy XIV, so goddamn good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tactics Ogre Knight of Lotus was your all-time favorite game for a while. Yes. Why can't we get a revival of Tactics Ogre? Why can't we get that? Chat, I am going to maintain my promise. If I ever get, like, unlimited money, if I ever ran into a spot where I, like, had the money to fund it, I would be like, Square. Hello. Hello, Square. And they'll be like, what the hell do you want, dude? And I'll be like, Square. Here is this check. I need you to remake Xenogears. And it needs to be completely modern And it needs to have the ending that they wanted it to have before you ran out of budget. And then they'll look at the check and they'll be like, sir, this check is blank. And I'll be like, did I stutter? Remake Xenogears. Give it the ending it deserved. Give it modern graphics. Just remake Xenogears. Damn it. Remake Xenogears. You're having a Xenogears collab in Brave Exvius right now. Remake Xenogears. You feel like a fool for having never beaten Tactics or Tactics Ogre Let Us Clean Together? Do it! Do it! Beat it! What are you doing? By the time you can play them in English, you're a job and stuff, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it probably would be. I'm gonna start doing that. This is just like my classic Gahawk Scotty Atalanta combo. So I think that's why I'm just doing it like that, because it's what I'm used to. Xenogears will never be a fully completed game. Don't you say that. I'm trying to have hope here. I need Xenogears finished. It needs the remaster so bad. That whole combat system blew my mind when I was a little kid. So I was used to regular turn-based battles, and I'm like, wait, I can do combos? Wait, those combos turn into skills depending on what combo I do? And it just blew my mind. My brain, like, exploded. It was so cool. It was so cool to see that. And then Xenosaga. I think I have the games upstairs, but I got all those games, and I need that. I'd like a remaster of that too. That would also be great. I agree with you on that, chat. You need to find your PSP. Like I said, you can legally play Final Fantasy Tactics on a phone. It's on the Play Store. War of the Lions is like $20. It can be done. I just wish that wasn't the only chapter, the only like platform I could play that game on. At least put it on the PlayStation Store. What are you doing? Though if those rumors are true and Sony's going to be doing its own competitor to Game Pass, that'd be like an easy get for me to get that. Just like, yo, you can just play Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions, native on your PlayStation 5. Go ahead. At that point, I'll be like, yeah, buddy, give it to me. Give me Final Fantasy Tactics. You honestly would do the same for Shadow of the Colossus? Just remake Shadow of the Colossus again? Why not? Why not? Though I thought Blue Point did a pretty good job. You still get it on PS Vita, but I'm not like... never bought a Vita. I never bought a Vita. I had a PSP, but I just, like, when it came between Vita and, like, DS, I bought a DS. I don't even know what a Vita would go for if I could find one. It's all my fault that died. Yo, the DS had a very good library of games. I liked it a lot. I got some Pokermans, I got some Shin Megamis. There was plenty to enjoy on the DS. I got my Fire Emblems. Oh, you didn't mean just a remake, but putting in the content, they deleted like a whole other Colossi. That I didn't know. I didn't know there was a whole Colossi missing from it. Who am I picking with my 5-star ticket? Tamamo. Tamamo, easy get. Easiest get known to man. Vita's worth it, but you bought it after a DS. Yeah, DS did not launch strong, but man, did they turn that thing around. Man, did they turn that thing around. Yeah, I loved my 3DS. I loved my 3DS. It's such a good system. It really got the support. Really, all the Vita really had at the time that I wanted was Persona 4 Golden. That was it. That was really the one thing that made me think, should I get a Vita? But then that ended up being the only thing I really wanted on the Vita. Who am I picking for my second SSR ticket? That's right! They did another one, didn't they? Six Annie SSR. I don't know. Huh. Thinking. The 2022 SSR ticket support thread. God, maybe... I'm not even sure if I'm looking at the right list. Where's the newest... Y'all got a list, chat? Of, like, the newest SSR ticket? Like, that second one? Because I'm just finding stuff about, like, hype for NA. Anyone can dig that up for me. Unless I find it first. Okay, 6 Annie, so I was looking at the right one. Maybe another Achilles? Probably another Achilles. Because, to answer who's my favorite servant, Achilles. SSR Ticket 2 will have the story locked ones. Yeah, probably. I'm thinking Achilles. I hope she gets better soon, doesn't? Yeah, I'm thinking Achilles. Ooh, there he goes. He down. Yes! Lamp of the Jinn! Yes! Perfect. Oh, I love Achilles. He's so great. He's so good. I've grilled him to 100. He's 10, 10, 10. I've almost got him gold foed. He's just NP1. So we gotta pump up that number. That's a rookie number for him. Yeah, BB is waifu, but Achilles is my favorite. Achilles is my favorite servant. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got Lamp of Jinn tonight. I was so upset that I might miss out on that. So I do quite love Scheherazade too. And I enjoy snagging the Scheherazade references. There's someone in my Discord. I can't remember everyone's name all the time forever, like most people can. There's someone in my Discord that has a level 100 10 10 10 Scheherazade. Mad respect there. Mad respect on that. Oh, I thought that was another craft essence for a second. I was about to lose my mind. The lamp is Sheba's? Oh, that's right, it is. I just think of Aladdin, Scheherazade, etc. But you're right, that lamp is Sheba's. Wow, I'm clowning here, chat. I'm clowning. Y'all can just destroy me. I just immediately think of Aladdin. But it is Sheba's lamp, you're right. You're right. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Ah, 95 crit stars we cannot use. Ripperoni with cheese. But I'll take the bones. That guy is based waifu first. I got Euroki to alter 100 and everything at 10. Nice. My next 100 project is Chengong. We're getting that man to 100. He deserves it. He deserves it. But chat, with my mess up as the last thing, it's time for me to go. It is the end. I am sorry, but it is time. So, if you're on Twitch, check out my YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check out my Twitch. Link to the Discord is on the YouTube video down in the link. So if you want to talk about games and stuff, you can pop on the Discord and talk. We just made like a Master Duel channel the other day, and it's so freaking active right now. People are like chatting together, playing games and stuff like that. So that is a super blast. Also, if you're on my Twitch, donate button on one of the pages there as well if you want to support the channel that way. Thank you all for the support, for the watches, for the super chat. I really appreciate all of the things. And if you want to watch another stream, this Thursday at 7 p.m. EST, I am going to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel again. I'm going to be playing some Sky Strikers against some ranked dudes while we wait for people to filter in. And then, just like the last stream, I will be taking challenges from chat and then cutting up the videos and posting up those streams on the YouTube channel as well. So if you want to see what some of those videos are like, I've got those uploaded on the YouTube channel too. And I'll watch the Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and we'll probably expect a reaction video for that. So that is the agenda. Those are the things. Those are the things that are occurring. But gang, I hope you all have a phenomenal evening. As Egg says on the Twitch chat, listen, peace.